All right, what's going on, everybody? This week on the Black Men's Roundtable, we decided that we would discuss the state of black male-female relationships. I figure we want to hit it from all angles, be it mom, son, father, daughter. And so I figured I would start on more of a healthy note. In my personal opinion, I think that one of the more healthier relationships between males and females in the black community is the father-daughter relationship. Now, granted, there's a lot of guys who abandon their daughter. So I'm not talking about them, but as far as the guys who are there for their kids, I would say when it comes to healthy relationships, I personally, and I might be biased because I'm a guy, would put the father-daughter relationship as one of the more healthier ones. What do y'all think?
I second that because when I see it, it just seems like there's a genuine loyalty there when there's a cultural relationship between the dad and the daughter. But then on the flip side, when you see the absence of the father in that relationship, that's when you see black girl lost. And like you said, somebody mentioned here earlier, the stripper or the lady who don't know if she want to be a girl or a boy. And I think that's when you start running into those clusterfucks there.
Yeah, they decided I want to turn to dick since my dad wasn't there.
Right.
I'm going to go out and find me some penis.
I'm going to find me a substitute daddy. Somebody going to be daddy.
A daddy figure.
Right. I would agree. I think when you think about, like you said, the actual relationships where the man is present in his daughter's life, one thing you can always say is she loved her daddy.
Yeah,
she loved her daddy. It's
yeah.
just, it goes beyond respect.
Yeah, plus he provides a comfort for her that allows her to get an honest opinion. I mean, we have a male-driven society for one, so it's different even from the the son-mother aspect, because with a male-driven society, women are gonna run into more complications as it pertains to men, even in like the workplace,
Definitely.
safety, security, getting an apartment, all types of shit, just because of the chauvinism behind our society. So I think it just having that safety blanket from a male perspective as a female is a little bit, stronger. Or
A lot of women respond really well to advice from men.
Yeah.
But especially when it's a man that you look up to. Like you hear so many women say, I don't mess with chicks, I don't mess with girls. They always, a lot of times they got a male best friend that can keep it real with them.
Yeah, and then a lot of that is because of it's a male-driven society.
Definitely, definitely.
I mean?
If it's a man that can keep it real with you, just like when I talk to the kids or Sydney, they older. So I can talk to them about the real, what's going to go on with dudes and all of that. Like I got an imaginary dude I made up with her and her buddy called Trail. Trail the nigga that want to try to take advantage of you and all of this. But they understood what I was talking about. And when they meet the real life Trail nigga,
Like,
hopefully
nigga, you Trail.
That's what we was telling
Dad
me
told me about
you. Know what I mean? Nigga, you Trail.
And you give them game of all the little tricks and
Right.
tweaks and
Exactly.
plays on the emotions that Trail is going to come with. So
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good exercise.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I got 3 daughters, healthy relationships, and you gotta hit them up on that game.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what you gotta watch out for, dudes. This is the shit we do.
Yeah. And this game
So
without,
don't fall
without
for
ulterior
this.
motives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The problem with males is they're so sexually driven
Right.
that typically
The male best
you
friend.
can never know a male's true intentions unless you got a dynamic that's more like that.
That's beyond that. A lot of times the male best friend might be sitting there like, oh yeah, girl, he's wrong. Give me some pussy.
Right. You sad enough for some
No,
pussy?
okay, yeah, he's still wrong. Definitely. After that, I would probably say the mother-son.
Yeah. The mother-son. Yeah, go ahead.
I think sons are usually, unless you're just a piece of shit dude, sons are usually very loyal to their mom.
Yeah.
You can mess with anybody else in the world. That's why we crack on each other's mothers and stuff like that.
That's the one that takes the most.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that matters. You can talk about a nigga daddy all day or whoever. just joking around and all of that, but it ain't never like, oh, that's personal. Unless you're talking about somebody's mom.
Hit me with my dad jokes. Ain't no your daddy so fat jokes. Ain't none of.
Right.
Yeah, the only reason I probably put the mother son behind the father daughter is because mothers tend to over nature black boys, and I get it. We have a society where black boys are under attack, so you're going to be, you want to give them some type of peace because they're not going to grow into a peaceful world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They need to teach them how to be strong.
Yeah, you
and
do.
not. It starts making them a weak at a certain age.
Yeah, but
it start turning them the wrong way.
Yeah, and that's where the dichotomy of the male-female relationships, as far as two parents, comes into play.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as far as just mothers and sons, oftentimes, I expect that. I expect.
But you can't blame the woman.
Yeah, I expect
that's what she's supposed to do.
To over nurture my son, but also I expect her to step out the way when I snatch some of that.
But sometimes the mom sabotages the whole growth of the man.
Too.
Yeah.
And then they create the monster. They create this monster to where they enable this guy to actually become a man. And it's not all her fault because dad should have been there. And who knows why dad isn't there.
Yeah.
It could have been his fault. It could have been her. Well, who cares? But at the end of the day, there's no supplement for the dad there. And he goes off the hinges. He got a lot of bitch in him because, there wasn't no man around there to actually teach him. So, the mom, just like you said, she overcompensates for him, and then you get baby boy.
Right, he just ended with bitch-ass tendencies.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, I think as a father, even though you're not, necessarily grooming your daughter to be a good wife, it's inevitable. And so you train them to be ready for the opposite sex. And I think mothers don't think about their sons the same way as training somebody's husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They go into protection mode.
Yeah, they go into protection
mode. If you hear women talk about their son, get the hell away from my...
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've been talking to somebody and they be just protection for their son.
Guys
what does that bitch want? Talk about girls that's trying to date him, who's interested in him. He's like in high school. Yeah. Leave that boy alone.
Guys know their daughter gonna end up with somebody, and they just basically spend as soon as they can.
But the woman, they're afraid though because that was the man they got to create. That was their hand piece of clay, that little piece of clay, and that is in her sick mind. Oedipus Rex. That is her man being taken away from her, from another woman.
Right. And I think we're kind of like what you were saying too. Kind of like with a man, our fear sometimes with our daughter is different than a mom's fear with her son.
Absolutely.
We care about two things: don't be no hoe. And don't marry no bitch ass nigga.
Yeah,
keep him off the pole. Right, Chris Rock said. You gotta keep your daughter off the pole, man.
I think a lot of times mothers, some of it they think about being replaced, but also I've had women tell me that the feminine aspect of being a single mom with no man in their life, and then all of a sudden having a man in the house, even though it's your son. It still provides what a man provides as far as protection and security. So it ends up kind of changing the
relationship.
The relationship,
it's barring it together, making it
the focus from the woman because women, a lot of even to this day, my wife don't like being at home without me at the house when it's real late and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll be sleeping on the couch, or she lock up all the doors extra and all of that. And so when you got a son that's grown and big, and you finally strong, you got that protection in the house. So now you might start doing things.
A little bit more comfortable.
So I heard a woman who said their friends started doing their son's laundry and cooking for them and all types of shit because they want them to stay home. You know what I mean? They feel safer with the guy in the house.
They've been in that situation like, why would you go anywhere else?
Look what I did. I got it made.
Right. I bet that bitch can't make spaghetti like this, though.
You gonna be in your mom's house. Leave this.
Why would he pay no bills?
You ain't gotta work, baby. We sit in that basement, smoke weed all day.
We've all known guys that's been 30 years old plus that won't leave the crib because of that.
Still.
I know some older than that.
Yeah, definitely.
What do y'all think about brother, sister? You think the health behind that?
I think in most cases
that should be pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too.
That should be pretty good.
Sometimes sisters can do what moms do. especially when they're older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And but for the most part, I'd say they're pretty healthy.
Okay.
I think it depends on the age of the brother sister, the difference in the age group too.
Mhm.
How the sister or the brother reacts to the other one.
Yeah.
'Cause I've seen sisters who are older that teach their brother, who might be like 10 years younger, how to be more of a man. She's in
Because she's-
school, she kind of sees.
Yeah, she's in
And she's like, no, you can't be, you gotta,
Yeah.
that type of
I will
aspect
say
too.
sisters
They will
will
do that.
actually make better men out
Yeah,
of boys
they
than
will.
mothers a lot of
I think
times.
they will.
Because they're in the field, like
Right.
you said.
And they're not biased.
You gotta be
Yeah.
hard, you can't be doing that, player.
Right.
They're not biased to them, and they don't have that
That nurturing thing, right.
Coddling
Right.
type of thing.
They almost like a bigger brother. Like, man, you gotta
Right.
get back out there.
You better do what you gotta
'Cause
do.
they not fully feminized.
Yeah.
You know, they want to fight and do everything that boys do at that particular time.
When I was
So
in
can see that.
I was in grade school, and it was a long time ago, but it was one of my best friends got into it with
It sounded like he was 65.
grades.
Development school.
But he had got into it with this bigger dude, right?
Uh-huh.
And his sister came around the corner, and his family was live. His sister didn't fuck around. You understand? That was the family. She was like, "You better beat his motherfucking." It wasn't no fucking joke. You know, if you don't beat his ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now what you gonna do? And so he wanted to fight. Needless to say, but that's the thing. I think that's the difference in the sister than the mother. The mother might have been like, "Don't be." You ain't gotta.
Because that's a
You know,
baby.
right.
You know what I mean?
My mama might get in a fight. Sure.
Some mothers will.
Yeah.
They'll jump in that motherfucker.
I watch. Sometimes I accidentally flip past World Star. And I see
Accidentally on purpose. Right. Oh, damn it. I started that video. I might as well watch it.
The world star popped up.
Right.
Thought I was reading the book.
But what do y'all think about, as I think we kind of agree on the health of the kind of the families, the family structure, stuff like that. But even as far as like dating versus married, what do you think about like the current state of that? Do you think that most black people are happier dating, happier married, for the married couples versus the dating couples stuff like that?
Man, that is tough.
And it is. That's rough.
I'm gonna go with marriage.
Being married, yeah.
Even though some people might regret that they're married to the person they married after a while, but that's kind of your own fault. I think dating gets worse because people don't be honest.
Yeah.
It's a big problem there. They don't, and a lot of women don't understand what dating means.
Yeah.
We dating, we don't go together.
Yeah, we're not.
So that's a lot of that's a lot of problems there too. So it causes a lot of problems. Men do too.
Me too.
Men,
I think men get more. I mean, women get more emotionally involved faster. They just be in there.
And men
you
try
know.
to cake and eat it too. And men,
Right.
men lie a lot.
And they lie, right?
You know.
I ain't dating nobody but
Yeah,
you, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, a man
So-
sometimes will go on 2 dates and see a woman out with somebody else or something, be ready to kill everybody.
Right.
Bitch, we go together. What the fuck are you doing with them?
Yeah. I think ultimately I would say marriage might be slightly healthier than dating.
I think it's like.
But I think this dating creates the dysfunction in the marriages though. We hold on to shit so much.
Right.
And we don't treat people from the aspect of clean. We don't clean slate people a lot. You know. So we bring a lot of bullshit with us. It's one thing to learn from your past. It's another thing to charge everybody with the same fucking crimes. And I think we do a lot of charging, and so we by the time we get married, a lot of us get married just because you think
Convenience.
it's a thing to do. We've been,
Right,
we've been dating for a while. We
All my
gave
friends
up
got
on-
married.
Right.
Yeah, and so we end up with this whole list of shit that we stand strong on that has nothing to do with the person that we with. But there's a loyalty that goes along with marriage just because you are forced to combine
Right.
to some degree.
And see, that's why I think I would probably say in that situation in 2016, I forgot what year it was.
Moving fast.
I would say I would maybe give that slight advantage to dating,
Really?
but only with people who are strategically dating. I think we fuck up dating and we fuck up marriage because we're not honest with ourselves and we don't know ourselves before we go into stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
We try to think that representative that we bring along in our head on that first and that second date, like that's gonna ride out forever. And we fuck up, we end up in a relationship that is not gonna be compatible, and we still end up married. It's just two miserable motherfuckers that's tired of being alone,
tired of
getting
looking
married, so you just form one miserable ass
Alliance, right?
robot, big ass, miserable,
Voltron's leg. Oh, shit.
miserable ass superhero.
With powers.
Right,
Marriage-
Do y'all even think people date like they used to?
No.
It seems like it's just, you see the Netflix and chill and all that. I don't know how much we even date now. It seems like it's...
I think people
Like
date.
this.
I think people
Netflix and chill is casual sex, though.
Yeah, and that seems like
And that's what they need to. Everybody got to understand. This is all. We gonna have casual sex. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's the code.
But that's hard for people to do. Casual sex is easier to see on TV, on the Sex in the City type of show or some shit like that. In real life, you go out on 3 dates and you fuck twice. Both of the people start getting real territorial, stuff like that, and then you end up together by default, and you end up forming a fucked up
you don't want them to be with nobody else.
relationship. Definitely,
Comfort.
But
that makes marriage deadly too.
definitely. But I think
Motherfucker try to kill somebody to get out of a marriage. Well,
definitely, or people just end up being miserable, and then they end up becoming alcoholic, even though they don't
Right.
even, I don't even like to drink, but I don't want to go home, so I'm gonna stay at the bar longer with the fellas.
They keep telling
You
me I
know-
gotta drink to stay.
Right.
so I can start drinking.
Before I got married, I didn't even drink. I just did the shit because I need somewhere to go.
Now I smoke and drink.
Right. So you get a lot of people that's like that. I mean, honestly, when I talk to people and all of that, I'm amazed at how many people I thought was in a happy relationship that's not in a happy relationship, that's been married for years. But they now, when you going on a date, everybody always talks about your representative. Now your relationship has become, when we go out in public, this is the
That's the
representative
representative
of
now,
our
yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
That fucked up creature that they came together
and made.
It's like, look, when we go out, when we go over here, act like
Four arm, nigga, four leg.
I'm leg, you arm. Right. You can't be armed and I'm leg. It's the other way around. We need to act accordingly, and we become masters
Right.
at the
Of
bullshit.
deception.
Rather than being honest with ourselves and saying, look, we're not compatible before we get married. And I think a lot of people think that a lot of the unhappiness that they have and stuff like that when they dating is going to go away just because they got somebody to split the bills with and all of this and all of that.
That's it
Then
right
they
there.
end up in the house. The first come around and it's the husband asking the wife, "You got your rent money?"
Right.
She's like, "Nigga, I thought we was in this together."
Right.
And you,
I got my bank account over here.
right.
bitch.
Now you short
$10.
right. I ain't
You
even
better call your mama.
right.
This ain't gonna work.
Call your mama, then you call your last one.
This ain't gonna work.
Now you got people trying to be separate and together at the same time.
Yeah.
You naturally gonna go apart, and then you devastated when somebody cheat or something like that. I think that people are much better off consciously dating with a plan and a purpose,
Being
keeping
honest.
it real with people, being honest with people and saying, hey, I'm not looking for this, or I know what I'm looking for.
You be a man.
You're not it. You're a great person. You will make somebody else a good spouse, but not me. People
Right.
don't do that enough. So I think we end up with too many people that's married and fucked up.
Yeah.
I got one more relationship in here to bring to the table. What about pets?
Couldn't take 10 up.
Nigga, what?
I think people have good relationships with their pets.
Yeah, better than
I'm gonna serious shit. I got one more we need to talk about. Silly ass man.
What about pets?
Okay, it's gonna bring in race. Okay, what about the black pet versus how white people deal with their pets?
That's completely two different things.
I mean, I don't think that really, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think black people. I don't think it really affects our relationships a lot because I don't think we put a whole lot of stock in our animals.
Some people do, but not
Some
as a
people do,
whole.
Not generally.
Yeah.
Generally, we don't.
Because I see a lot of people put their dogs in the backyard for the whole year, like black people. And I see
Horrible
white.
shit.
Well, this is talking about black relationships.
Yeah. Specifically with black relationships, I don't think. I think they usually agree. King going in the backyard, tie that nigga up to the tree till he get old and die.
That motherfucker stink.
Right.
And I see,
He shit once a million times. Get him out.
and I see Caucasians, they take their dog in the house, they lick them in the mouth, they put them in the bed, they take them to the ice cream store and they buy the dog ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. But I mean, I
In
think
the house is cool. Looking in the mouth, no. In the bed, no. None of that
And then they
bullshit.
try to say, well, we all talk.
Yeah. I mean, as far as our relationships, I don't think. I think we kind of most black people agree on what's nasty and what's not nasty as
Yeah.
far as a dog or some
No,
shit
no,
like that. You know.
Cause I don't buy that dog mouth cleaner than the human bullshit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, dude, what do y'all feel about as far as just like the regular everyday see a woman walking down the street, the state of black and men and women from that angle?
Just
You know what I
from
mean?
like a respect, showing the
Yeah,
holding the door.
Like I know I hold the door
Say
for
hi.
women and say hi and try to speak, but
It's my god.
yeah, it's
hard.
It's kind of it's all over the spectrum now.
Yeah,
How
it's
do
kind
y'all
of
feel
hard.
about you opening up a door? You go out your way to open up the door and then the
Motherfuckers don't say
bitch
nothing.
don't say shit.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I mean, it happens a lot. I don't really care as long. I don't care. I'm not doing it for them to say nothing. You know what I mean?
I personally would
It
just like.
aggravates
I
me.
just would personally like to see.
Thank you.
You
My-
can just do,
I would like to see
give me a
black
head
women
nod.
smile.
Yeah, I would like to see
Yeah, I
my
would like to
sisters
see
walk
black women
around
smile.
with a lot less
Yeah.
attitude because when I open that door for you or I walk past you in the grocery store and I say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing that as my sister, not as somebody
Right.
trying to fuck.
Yeah.
I know you're used to a
Yeah,
guy's
and that's
trying to
the
fuck
issue.
and all of that stuff, but I didn't do anything but say hi.
Yeah.
If I could just say hi, how you doing, and maybe brighten up your day a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you say, hey, how you doing, and then somebody just look at you like this, you be wanting to turn around and be like, well, fuck you then, bitch.
And that happens. and I
But the
don't-
thing about it, I don't even see why they tripping when don't nobody even usually go out their way to do something nice for them.
No,
but I do get the
but I
point
think
where-
that there has to
there's
be
always an attachment to the nice. That's
Right,
the thing.
right. A lot of guys that do try to do
terrible.
Yeah.
Man. They're over aggressive.
Right, you got a lot of thirsty niggas out here that fuck it up for
and then
people
you-
that's just genuinely being
You
nice.
think about how our generation lack a game, and then you double that down with social media and how disconnected they are from
Swipe left.
social interactions. I can only imagine how rude these motherfuckers.
Right, because there's a cause
You know?
for everything. They're walking around frowning for a reason a lot of times.
I really just would like to see women smile more. Period, because it's just sad that when you speak
You know,
to them,
I agree with
They-
some of what y'all
they
talking
can't-
about.
I mean,
But-
a woman has to deal with. Let's say I post on there. Just got me a new car. Having a great day on Facebook or something.
Mm-hmm.
A chick could be like, "Congratulations, Ted! I see you out here shining." The average thirsty nigga gonna inbox her 5 minutes after that, like, what you into? How is you happy?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
damn, nigga, I just said congratulations.
It's not
So that
you
puts
know
them
what I
kind of
mean?
on the defensive sometimes because they used to the thirsty nigga.
The women get
everywhere.
inboxes like all
Right.
Yeah, men
for
would
random strange niggas.
just be genuinely
Yeah,
genuinely interested in how the woman is doing.
Yeah.
Men, every time most men, I ain't gonna say, just say some, are really just offering dick.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
I'm
just-
holding the door for you.
or
Can I
just
give you some
testing
dick?
the water to see if
I think that's
You know what I
true,
mean?
but
Yeah.
sometimes the women over-evaluate themselves.
Yeah,
They do.
Sometimes.
But it's because somebody offered them dick earlier in the day.
Right.
It happens all day. It happens all day
The
long.
men,
man.
I think a lot of times the men, I think we're the ones that overvalue shit stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
A woman could say something nice and I'd be like, hey, she trying to fuck.
You're right.
Like, no, nigga,
I'm gonna get them
just
draws.
said something nice.
She
nigga.
just said your shoes nice, dude.
Right. She just likes the shit.
I got the draws.
So I honestly think on that one, the thirsty niggas do
Yeah,
mess it
yeah,
up. Some
I
women
think the
just
guys
have,
I think so, too.
some women just have bad attitudes. There's
Right.
genuinely a lot of them out there that just
Yeah.
got
I'm about to say,
badass
you gotta
attitudes.
give credit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say all of them now.
most
Not all of them, but you gotta get
Shit on
credence
all
to
my
those
brothers,
too.
I think the brothers created most of those.
That's what I was gonna say. I think we fucked that shit up.
The men did that shit.
Yeah.
Because
Our hormones.
that's not a
we younger.
natural fucking existence for a woman to just be turned off. Because I've seen women at the grocery store smile in front of everybody in front of me. Then I get to her and I smile and say, how you doing? And they just
She like, no, you can't have no pussy.
You thought you was gonna get some pussy because you saw me smiling at him?
Like, goddamn, man, for real?
No, I'm married. I was just, I saw you smiling, made me smile, wanted to say hi.
Yeah, so you
That
know.
was, it was funny. I kind of shocked a girl when we took a fellas trip to Miami. We was out at the bar, you know, kicking it, buying bottles and all of that. There's a young lady that was next to me. And, you know, I was just talking to her, making conversation and
What
all
about
of
single
that.
niggas around?
She was like, I'm married. I was like, yeah, me too. I'm just talking to you. She was like, oh shit. I was like, no, I'm just talking to you. I promise. I'm not trying to fuck you and nothing like that.
I just said hi, you know.
Yeah.
That happens. It can happen.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, so. Yeah,
I mean, just the respect and just being able to talk to one another will help repair relationships.
Yeah, I think-
just
oh,
a
yeah.
simple
Yeah,
relationship.
it'd be nice if we could just get a dialogue
Yeah.
to where we could get some type of respect for each other back without the sexual undertone.
Right.
Like thereof that ruins it, you know what I mean?
I think we need to stop buying into all the bullshit sometime and find a way to just see each other in a more positive light sometime.
Yeah.
And that will repair stuff. I mean, it's the same thing. I know we're talking about male and female relationships too, but
Yeah.
even as brothers.
Yeah.
You know, I'll see a dude walking down the street, hey, how's it going, brother?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking to
most
you.
of the time the guys are cool and receptive. to
Right,
it.
y'all about to say, dude.
You know what I mean?
Guys are way more receptive than women.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of guys that walk around with
The
their
guys
hard
ain't trying to get
attitude
fucked by
on
guys
all
either.
day.
Yeah, they ain't got guys trying to fuck them all day.
Right. They're like, nah, nigga, this ain't
so
get hired.
like being in jail and shit, motherfucker. What's up with you?
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to die today. Just keep on moving.
Right.
Yeah, so y'all, you know, it like you said, it'd be good to try to speak more and just open up those communications.
Yeah.
You know.
But thirsty niggas, stop messing it up for the non-thirsty niggas. Stop making noises and shit and thinking women gonna respond. A nigga see a chick on the street and be like, ooh!
Did you just say, ooh?
Like, nigga, has that ever worked?
Hey, at the right second.
It has. That's the problem.
Worked before.
But you don't wanna fuck that chick
I
that's
saw
like,
it,
hey,
in
ooh,
Atlanta.
back to you.
Hey, some chicks are attention
I
whores.
saw a
Right?
guy
Any
in
attention
Atlanta.
is
Oh yeah,
good
they like
attention.
that attention, but
Bumped the shit out of a girl at the mall. I mean,
Like shoulder bump?
shoulder bump,
Okay.
like a fight between dudes bump. And she said, damn, nigga. And she kept walking. I'm trying to holler at you, though.
I know she was like, is he serious?
No, she gave him her fucking number.
Listen,
That's okay.
I was in Miami one
Goddamn,
time,
it's like
and it was a
this.
rapper. And I
At
don't
least he
wanna,
was a rapper.
but I ain't gonna say the rapper's name because I respect. I like the rapper. But he was like, "Hey, bitch." The nigga had a live ass car out, big ass chain. The bitch went right back on out
If she responded, that's on her.
money do shit like that. You pay by the pussy if you got money. That's what I heard.
That's what's going around. That's the rumor going around.
You walk in the board meeting, it's like, that's me.
They'll let you
Pussy
get
in
it.
Yeah, that's kind of fat.
Did you wash up today?